Hello, 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 hello. How is everybody doing? I don't even know who's there. Oh, it's Renee. Hi, Renee. I hope you are well. Hope you're keeping warm, cool, calm, collected, wherever you are in the world. I hope everything is good. Always awesome to see you in the chat. I am streaming a little bit earlier today because I just came off an entire day of golf, so I have a feeling that I am going to crash. Happened to me last week where I crashed after a round of golf. In fact, I had 2 rounds of golf on the same day, so I was finished. So today I decided, you know what, I might as well kick the stream early so that if and when I do get tired, at least we've had a stream and I can go to bed in peace. Because I've been feeling bad. I've not streamed for like the last 3 weeks, I think. So, yeah. Junior STS. Hello, hello, everybody. Love it, love it, love it. Hope you're good, Junior. I'm getting a workout. How are you? I am all right. Can't complain. Back in cities, you know, it's always a nice chilled vibe when you launch the game and you get to relax for at least a couple of hours. Hopefully I make a couple of hours and I don't just pass out. That's my only thing, because I am tired. When you walk an 18-hole golf course, it's tiring. But I had a decent round of golf today, so that was good at least. Renee, what was your golf score? I shot an 84 today. So, yeah. Not the best, but not too bad either for my handicap. You know, I'm still learning. So, 84, not too bad. It was a tough day in the office and I slugged it out. Big Bad Wolf, gonna be lurking. Big Bad Wolf, not a problem. Thank you for joining. Always a pleasure to have you in the chats. It's actually kind of warm today. Can I take off my... No, I don't want to take my head. I think my hair is a mess. Let me take this off because it's kind of hot today. And also, I don't have my headphones on. I decided to go without my headphones today, I hope. Yeah, I don't think my music will come to the microphone. It's very, very low. And speakers are behind the microphone anyway, so it should be good. Kind of feeling a bit on the warm side today, which is nice. So it's a nice warm, like 26 degrees, you know. So we are officially on our way out of winter, which is awesome. So it's good. It's good to be heading out of winter. Oh, I did not know Hans Newman streamed his chess. Hans Niemann, man. That he streamed chess. Controversial chess figure, I must say. Anyways, everybody, welcome. We are looking down at our town once again. Guys, we need a name for this town, eh? Like, I really need a name for this town. Something to give. I don't know what to call. For now, what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna call this Stream City. Until such time as we get a proper name for it, we shall call it Stream City. Because I don't like the fact that it doesn't have a name, and it would be nice for it to actually have something. So here we go. We got Stream City. We still got our intersection from our last live stream rather, let me say. See these cars. Okay, it is turning. I thought it was just going to come and follow along. So I love how the cars just are moving. I should actually capture this as some kind of a video and then speed it up. I think it looks so cool. So things are going good as well in the city. It was just an accident. I'm having a lot of traffic jams on like roads like this. So in my next YouTube video, I actually plan on on sort of addressing this a little bit. Give alternative routes to try and alleviate all the pressure off of just this one route, as well as this one here, because I think this is meant to be a back route. So, but that is for next week's video. That is next week's video's problem. We are in the live streams today, and I want to build things up here, and I actually want to connect up this town with this back route. I think that would be a good starting point. And I see the hill. There's quite a bit of a mountain here, so perhaps it would be in my best interest to bring it around this way, and then maybe join it up to this. Yeah, let's give that a try. Let's start there, shall we? Whilst the eyes are still open. So I think it'll be good. Let's start today. I think let me keep the road a little bit inland so that I can build some things on the outside parts. I think that will be decent. Or should I make you straight? Yeah, maybe let me make this one straight a little bit. Then bend you. We can bend you over to this side, and then this road comes all the way to here to meet you. Okay, I think that works. And this one can just go ahead and connect nice 180 degrees. All right, and then from here I think we can just have the road is too small. I wonder, or will I be better off making this a 90 degrees? I don't like the fact that it's angled. Actually, I'm sorry, I don't like the fact that it's angled. I have a thing against when things don't line up the way you want. I'm generally not happy. Okay, that's okay. And I think this road will be fine. Let's use a small road. No, definitely not like that. I want it there. Which one is it? Is it you? Snap to zoning cell size. Is it you? Yes, it's this one. Oh, not 100% straight. Not 100% straight either. But I think if I do this, I should be able to grab this, turn that off, and then align it. I actually don't know why I'm being so fussy about this, because I'm going to put a roundabout here anyways. So why I'm fussing so much, I don't even know. Anyways, that's just me, I suppose. Let me go ahead and actually upgrade this. No, can't upgrade this. I don't like how this is over here. The only way I can stop that from happening, I think, is if I upgrade it to a highway, right? Yeah, then the line's complete. Okay, let's complete the lines, it's fine. And then we'll figure out something here. All right, so now this town is connected to this town, which is pretty good. I don't like this little dip. I'm sorry. I am not about the dips. So let's get rid of you. Let's pull this up and let me close that off. Oh, shame. This poor car. Let's do that, and then I can just smoothen you out. In fact, you know what? Let's just do that to you too. And we can smoothen out all of this. Where do you start bending from? You start bending from here. So let's do that. Because then everything should line up nicely. Alrighty. Good. I'm happy. Over this side, I think we can go ahead and I see. That's something interesting. Oh, that's interesting. Let's turn on Anarchy. This is the thing I don't understand about this game, by the way. It's like, if Anarchy works, there is basically nothing, absolutely nothing, that stops the game creators from allowing Anarchy, for allowing us to just be able to do whatever we want. And yet still, we cannot do what we want. I think if I do it like this, you see, what I don't want is this. So what I'll do is we're gonna get rid of this again. Amen. Right? Like, I don't understand why we must be limited. There's like literally no reason. Okay. But anyways, it is their game after all, right? It is their game. It's their choice to make the game the way they want. I think it will be better if this is a one lane. Yeah, I think it will be better if this is a one lane. And then we have a way to go around all of this, which I think works. Okay, cool. This would be a nice place to have a small little town, actually, with a small road that comes into the town and a small road that leaves the town, and maybe joined here with a T-junction, allowing you to go that way, and then likewise on the joins here with a T-junction allows you to go that way. So, something to keep in mind. Small little settlement right in this corner. I think it's something that we can do. Maybe even do it as part of the live stream. These things, I hate them so much because they have this rubbish of just stopping in the middle of the road. Just creates unnecessary traffic. Anyway, I don't know why I feel like building a town here now all of a sudden. Everybody, I'm sure nobody minds if we just tackle a small town, right? Tiny little town here where it's just a couple of farmlands that lead up to the road. Let's do it. Let's do it. This town will have one main road. Okay, so I see we need to go off here, right? So we'll have one main road. Let's go. All right, let's go. And I think I will bring, no, I want the road going leaving the town to maybe be closer to this side, a little bit more this way. So we put a road right here. Maybe let it be 90 degrees with this road. Like, ooh. So straight road like so. And we're going to do that. So I just have this desire to want to make, I just want to build roads. That's all I've been excited about over the last couple of weeks. It's just roads. And I don't know why. Okay, and then we'll have one that departs over on this side, and I think I can convert this to a one-way, but in the other direction, like so. I do not like how that is looking. Let's see if it's possible to fix this. Grab this. Cardio complete. Nice. You have got your workout for the day. What more could you ask for, hey? How does that look? No, not exactly. Let's turn that guy off and see if it's possible. In fact, you know what? Let's turn you off completely See if it's possible to get it to align perfectly the way I want. How's that? No. So the only way I can make this work is if I convert this road to this. Because otherwise it does not look the way I want it to look. And that's a real problem for me if things don't look the way I want them to look. We can get rid of this one and try you again. Wait, hang on, Renee. Are you telling me that you are watching this from the gym, or are you at home doing your cardio? Which is which? Oh, snap. Home gym. Okay, okay. Very nice. Very, very nice. And then let's turn, oh no, let's turn this back on. Grab you. Let's not make that same mistake twice. And then I can bring that in. There we go. So now it's nice and smooth. And over on this side, I wonder if a roundabout would help. I wonder. Or will it disrupt traffic too much? I'm not sure. But for now, we're gonna kill a left turn over on this side and just allow it to go in. All right, so we've got our first, we've got a way into the town, let me rather say. I'm going to bring a road across, and we're going to bring this one also across to about there, and this will be the main core of the town. Then I want maybe this rather be the road that takes us out. Let it rather come off of here, and let's angle it a little bit, because you know, too straight is boring. And then we can bring this one out. We can bring this one out to maybe about there. And we'll convert this one also then into the highway. Just so that, oh, but this has to also be one way. No, it has to be two ways. Oh, wait a minute. Maybe have you come here and leave, you come here and leave rather. I think that makes more sense. I think this will actually make more sense like this. So otherwise we have, yeah, so this is the only way to leave the city, the town. This is the only, wait, you come in, you leave only in that direction. Oh, I see what I was thinking. So I was thinking you come into the city or the town from one place and you leave from one place. Oh, which would be better? Allow in and out here in that direction, and in and out in that direction, or rather out in this direction, out, and then in. I'm trying to think if it is possible to avoid traffic crossing. So you come in this way, you leave this way. Yeah, no. You would have to come in and also leave this way. You don't have a way to leave in that direction. Counterclockwise. So they must come in and leave. But I'll still have traffic crossing, which in and leave. Then this can't be an in. This will have to be a leave only, and an. Oh, you know what? You know what we do. You know what we do? Let's do this. What if we make this spot we make this an area that allows the traffic to come in and leave. So we put our roundabout here, and this then can be upgraded to something like that. Should we use a smaller one rather? I want a smaller one, nothing too big and fancy. Yeah, I think this is fine. So those that come in here, let's do that. Let's get rid of that. And then this basically becomes another way into the town. Okay, so we have a point where it's free flowing, and then we have a point where traffic, it's kind of also free flowing. I mean, it is after all a roundabout, so nothing stops. Okay, nothing stops. Let's give this also a bend, because straight is boring. So let's merge that. Let's merge that. All right. We can come into the town. Ooh. This is going downhill very quickly. I wonder what I can have here. I need to end this road though over here. So let's get rid of that. And then from this point as well, I can end this one. All right, and then we'll figure out some road networks in and around the space. How does this land here look? Okay, it looks okay. But what we can do is we can rough up the edges a little bit just to make it look a little bit decent. I think one of the things I could do is potentially grab land here and give this place a couple of islands, you know. When you have little islands like this in and around these places, I think it generally looks good. Frankie Mon, how you doing? How you doing? Hope you are well. Hope you are good. Keeping warm, keeping cool, keeping safe. Keeping, period. Okay. Now here, where the two roads meet, the question now is, how do they meet? They meet right here. And I think I will put a little roundabout there. So that's the point where the road then transitions into the expressway. Doing good things, busy building in my city myself. How about you, SG? I am doing well, thank you very much. I am tired today, very, very tired. I went to play a round of golf today, so you know, it is rather I'm rather exhausted, but here I am. Here I am. I think places like this I can just have. I wonder if it would fit. I was thinking of having an actual farm here, but this is too big. So instead we'll have a makeshift farm. Do we have water running through this place? Not yet. Do we have water running through here? We do. Why is there a pipe here? Or is this? I think this is. Oh, I thought that was electricity. I have no idea what that is. But okay, let's connect. No. Let's connect up water. Cool. So we've got water coming through here. And I do believe we've got a thingamabob here. Yes, we do have a thingamabob here. So let's grab some electricity. Oh, can it connect from... No, it can't. Why am I not seeing the electricity? You know, let's just turn on the overlay so that I can see where the electricity things are running. Okay, so this is electricity here. What's going on? Why isn't it letting me delete this electrical line underground? I don't like that. Let's go underground and let's connect up the electricity. Cool. So we've got water and we've got electricity. Everything is flowing in here nicely. Wow, thank you. Cool. So with that, let's begin. I want to... Oh no, let's get rid of this white screen now. We don't need it. Let us zone our first commercials just as a starting point. So I'm gonna keep these fairly small. I don't think we're gonna be going too big, and maybe we can have another. Let's grab the EU one and let's stick that here so we have a little bit of variety. And since this is main road, I think we can have another one nice and tiny, and maybe one of those, and an EU 3x3 here. And you know what, actually let's leave that there. Let's go ahead with an EU mid density over on this side. We'll have an EU mid density as well over on this side. I think all of this could turn out quite nice. Do we have a park, a nice park that we can build this town around? Maybe this could work as a sort of center point in this town. Could just work. Let's see. We can oh, you know, this is something I forgot to do. I forgot to connect up this road. So maybe let's connect it up over on this side. Maybe if we can connect it over on this side, it might just be... Oh, let's get out of that. Let's get rid of that. Okay, I think that works. And then with this part right here, we can go ahead and do that with you. And then you've got a nice turning lane over there. And even this, actually, when I think about it, I don't want to make it too big though, but I do love... This is the thing. This is the reason why, like right now, all I want to do is build road network stuff, because it's so nice. It's just so nice working with the road tools in this game. I just want to keep doing it. Ugh. Let's sort that out. Let us sort this out. How's that? Is that better? Much better. Okay. So then, because we have this here, I can go ahead and put a nice road across over here. Let's do this. So a nice and compact small town. And then we can put down more EU. And I think I'm gonna not put an EU all the way. Are you using Bye Bye Homeless? I started getting some in my parks, now wondering how it works. Oh yes, I am using Bye Bye Homeless because I just could not get rid of those homeless people. So it's very easy. You install the mod. I think it actually features here. Is it on here? Yes, there it is. So Bye Bye Homeless. Can't hear if you answered. Okay. I will wait. Let me drop it. Let me know when the ad ends and you back at Frankie1. at Frankimon. Where's the send here? I don't know what this thing is doing. Let me do this. Paste the message over on this side at Frankimon. Okay. Oh, okay. You're back. All right, great. Cool. At least you saved me from having to type the message. So what I was saying is, oh no, that's not what I want to do. Close that in the options. So bye homeless. Once you install it, it pops up there. And then what you do is you can tell it how often you want it to run, either every 45 minutes, 90 minutes, or 180 minutes. I've left it on the default. And every time it runs, it basically kicks people out of your city. There's an option to tell it to either kill them off or they must leave the city. You don't need to do anything. Like literally just install the mod and it will do its thing. Just leave the default configurations and you are good. Okay. So we're gonna put a few seatings over there. And I think nice and easy. Very, very nice and easy. I'm really glad I got it. I don't even stress myself. You know, for the longest time I don't want to say mod averse. I'm not mod averse. I love my mods. But you know, people say mods are cheating and so on. But I've come to accept that, hey, listen, man, this is how I want to play the game. And I will just play the game the way I want to play it. You play the game the way you want to play it. And I will be a happy man that way. All right, so we've got a way through from there and a way through from there. Cool. So now at least we'll see people walking through our town. And I think for the most part, most of these I'm not going to let. Actually, this one can probably upgrade, but I won't let that upgrade. I won't let that upgrade, and I won't let that upgrade. So we're gonna try and keep a lot of our buildings to this size. Level 1 buildings. Maybe I'll be better off actually manually placing most of them, but I like the zoning. I think the zoning just makes my life a bit easier. So yeah, cool. And then I'll go ahead and zone some EU low density over there. I think an EU low density over there, and then we can have an American 3x3 there and 1x3 there and 1x2 there. Mine upgrade even when plopped. Oh yes, that's because, if I can show you that. So if you go into Plop the Growables here, you can say log buildings when plopped, or you can say disable all building changes, then nothing will upgrade. But I just clicked on this one so that once you plop it, it doesn't upgrade. Yes, Frankimon, I know that feeling. I know that feeling you are having right now very, very well. I saw a new mod that combines all the low density houses. Oh, that's an interesting one. So you don't have what, this separation, Renee? Is that what you mean? Like a separation of EU and North American? I think let's manually plop that one. That's cool. Yes, a new zone. Ah, okay, that's dope. I haven't seen it yet, But then again, I haven't gone looking for new mods in a while, so that would explain that. I wonder how far down we can come without things looking too wonky. Nah, let's go down. Let's do this. Let's do it. Let's do it. We'll make a plan. We'll make a plan and make it work. A new zone type. That is so cool. I like the concept of these zone types. I think it's really going to make our lives so much easier, because people are just going to create zones and you just subscribe to a zone and Bob's your uncle. I love it. What's the 10 degrees? That's a lot. But it's fine. It's fine. We're building a small town, so it's all good. Let's put a little roundabout over on this side. I'm probably going to shape up the river edge quite a bit once all of this is done, so I am not too fussy. Let me pull up my oak. What is this? Place multiple. Let's go to medium age. Let us shrink. Let's shrink the size. Increase the strength. And let's plop. Ooh, turn off Anarchy. Boom and boom. Cool. I think that works. We can plop some of these down as well. Oh, by the way, it is confirmed I will be going to Finland next month. I will be one of those faces in the Finnish country, so that's quite exciting. That is quite exciting. Let's get that there. Yeah. We can get rid of this and that. I think close to me. You are. Wait, I keep forgetting. Shame. I know you've told me this many times, but I keep forgetting. So do remind me again, please. Where's the farmland one? These are ground surfaces. This is forestry, agriculture. Cool, great. So we'll put some agriculture around this area. From East London, Eastern Cape, now live in Stockholm, Sweden. There we go. Wait, did we ever talk about the fact that you are from East London, Frankie Mon? Because I grew up actually in the small town of Butterworth, just 100 kilometers away from it. Oh, we did. Okay. Gosh. That is so awesome, man. Look at that. The world is such a small place. You'd think the world is a big place, but it's such a small place. The other day at work, I was telling some people about the fact that my wife is a gardener and she likes to post her stuff on what's this thing? Instagram. Not Instagram. What's this thing called again? This what's it called? TikTok. And that she has actually amassed herself quite a following, over 200,000 followers on there. And this colleague of mine is like, oh, well, what's your wife's channel name or whatever? Because she herself is a gardener and she likes to follow. So I show her my wife's channel and she's like, no, man, this channel looks very familiar. Turns out this woman has been following my wife religiously for like forever. And she had no clue because obviously she's never met my wife before. And every single video that she's ever saved was actually from my wife's channel. Small world, people. Very, very small world. I found that quite interesting. A story to share. A story to share. And let's get as many of these trees into all of this area as possible. Cool. And I think I'll just put maybe 1 or 2 tallies along Jack Russell. And now I think you said you live in Joburg, near where I used to live. Exactly. Exactly. Because I am right now in Joburg. Small world, peeps. Very, very, very small world. Sweden is one of those countries I would love to visit, hey? It seems like such a nice place, but if I'm never gonna visit Sweden, it'll have to be in the summer months because whoo, I ain't about that cold. I'm sure even the summer is hot. I mean, it's cold, eh? Did you go to Rhodes Uni? I did. I did go to Rhodes. Don't tell me you also went to Rhodes, Frankie Mon. Don't tell me you also went to Rhodes, because now you're just being ridiculous. Okay, no, that's what I'm looking for. That one is big, that one is small. So we can plonk these across the road over here. It's summer now. You can get a ferry from Finland overnight between Helsinki and Stockholm. Today was 26 degrees, so summer months can be nice and warm. Okay, that is decent. That is decent because today was actually a 26 degree day for us as well. So it's beautiful weather to play golf in. Beautiful, beautiful weather to play golf. And you know what, just for good measure, let this place just have a tree in the middle of that farm. Why not? All right, let's see. What else are we building? So we're building things. I always find it interesting how to finish off places like this. If you have, let's do an EU building, mid density, and let's put it here. I want to see if, oh no, that's not what I want. I want to see if I can get a corner building. I didn't go to Rhodes, but I wonder if you know my brother. He is a programmer and went to Rhodes. How old are you, if I may ask? He is 39 now. I'm 38 now. So if he went to Rhodes and he studied at, which years was he at Rhodes as a programmer? Because I studied computer science at Rhodes. I studied between the years 2004 to 2007. Went through all the way to my honors year. If I know who your brother is, that's just ridiculous. That would just be ridiculous. Okay, so I think I want to squeeze something here, some commercial and stuff over here, and the whole place is kind of nice and funky. Frankie Mon, if you are about to blow my mind, I don't know what I'm gonna do. He went those years too, I think. He went to Hudson Park High, if you heard of that, in East London. How can I PM you his name? I do know Hudson Park. Actually, my cousin was in Hudson Park. That is insane. You can PM me on, I don't know if you're on Discord. Hey, I'm a big fan of your YT videos. What do you think is better, CS2 or the first full modded? Oh, Oh. Ooh, you're asking difficult questions. There's Swagger Cats or Swag Cats. Welcome to the chat. I can PM there now. Cool, go ahead. PM me there. So Swag Cat. Okay. Here's my honest opinion. I think Cities 1 is just a complete revolution in my opinion. And Cities 1, with all of its beautiful assets, I think was top notch. And even fully modded was completely top notch. What I like about Cities 2 right now that is, for me, better than Cities 1 is the fact that with Cities 1, I could never build a city with this many people at this scale and still be getting 30 FPS. That for me was always a big problem. The FPS drop, and that's what turned me off Cities 1. Fully modded, that game is absolutely beautiful. But the performance was always a problem for me, and it is the reason why ever since I got into Cities 2, I've not looked back. Because performance wise, for me it's a big thing. Very big thing. And that is why I personally love Cities 2. And I love Cities 2 also because I know in a few months, maybe a year or two's time, Cities 2, with all the mods that are coming out and what you can do with the mods that you couldn't do in Cities 1, I think it's going to blow Cities 1 out of the water. So I'm a fan of Cities 1. That is me. Hey Sanctum, Dreadnought. How you doing, Dreadnought? Loading the game was pretty rough. Oh, that's another thing. Oh my gosh, load times. City of Tando took me, it would take like 15 to 20 minutes to load. Normersburg was taking about 12 minutes to load. It was insane. I could not keep up with that. And that was a big pain point for me when it came to Cities 1. But here we are, Cities 2, I can get in and out in a minute. So yeah, for me, I'm very happy with this. Hey Q, welcome Q. What's his name? Frankimon. The name sounds familiar. The name sounds so familiar. But he was ahead of me. So he finished. I'm looking at the link you sent now, and he finished the year I arrived, which means he would have been in his third year when I went in my first year. So the name is familiar, probably because he would have been one of those third year students and probably would have tutored me at some point. So yeah, I can't concretely say I know him, but the name definitely sounds familiar, Frankimon. Swag Cat says, I really like that they focused a little bit more on realism in this one as well. Same here. Like no weird hot dog cats. And that is the thing that I love the most is like I can look at the assets, the base game assets, and it's realistic, it's believable. The only time you could get this in Cities 1 was with all custom assets, and by that point your game is dog slow, So yes, Swag Cat. Q, any word on Finland? Q, yours truly will be there. I will be there. I picked up my visa about 2 weeks ago. I haven't streamed since, and that's why I have not been able to share that info. So yay! We're gonna be partying it up. I'm not mad. Let me not I see. Yeah, imagine if it was someone you actually knew. That would have been a trip, but still pretty close. Very, very close. Very, very close. The name really does sound familiar. Ah, okay, I see. So that's how these corner buildings work. Oof, that's 16 hours stuck in a flying metal tube. Oh, Jack Russell, please don't. Please don't. I am not looking forward to that. The flights are the ones that bore me the most, eh? Such a long flight. Such a long flight. But that it is what it is. If you want to go and enjoy yourself and have nice things, you must be prepared to sit in 16-hour metal tubes flying. Okay. My flights are about 5 hours each way, and I am not looking forward to that either. Oh, lucky you. I've got a... How long is my flight? It's 11 till 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. What time do I arrive? I then leave there at 3. So I'm landing at about 10. So yes. So that's a 16-hour flight from here straight to Amsterdam, I believe is where I'm connecting through. Then I jump on another hour and a half, I think. Almost 2 hours from Amsterdam to Helsinki. Then I need to jump on another hour and a half train ride to Tampere. Oh gosh. I'm gonna be finished. That night I arrive, I'm just gonna go and pass out. I'm not even gonna try and do anything. I'm not gonna try and speak to anybody. I'm just gonna go pass out. Because that's another thing, is that I struggle to also sleep on planes. So the sad thing is that I can never look forward to such an event ever being held here in Joburg. So I'm always going to be the person who's going to be doing the traveling when it comes. I think there were like 40 people on board in total, including... Wait, you talked about something else. 16 hours would break me. At least my last flight was from Joburg to London on a nearly empty plane. I basically had a Boeing 747 to myself. Oh, that must have been so cool. I think there were only 40 people on board. Oh, but that poor plane must have lost money on that day. Moose is in the house. How you doing, Moose? Hey, Moose, am I seeing you in September next month? Oh, that's gonna be so cool seeing Moose. Q saying no. Nice. We finally get to meet Moose. That's gonna be so cool. It's gonna be so cool getting to meet all of you cool cats. Let's do something funky here. Let's do something funky. Oh, snap. Oh, this is very, very close to the water. Nah, who cares? We'll make a plan. It's so sick. Yeah. Colossal Order is hooking things up, making it possible for those of us who would, like, we probably would never have ever bumped into each other anyway. But because of this, here we go. Moose post part 2 now. Huh? Oh, okay. And this road is not connected to any road. So I don't think I want to connect this to this. I don't think I want to connect it to here. I want to keep this a T-junction so that it's easy to sort of come in and out of the town. That will make this road extremely busy, which is fine. I could just connect a road from here straight to there. And this could also work. I think this could also work. But if I'm going to do this, I think I want to put a tiny little roundabout there. Yeah. So now I've got a different way for cars to come into the side. Okay. But then I still do need to connect this areas up. Maybe it'll be worthwhile having this road extended to here. I wonder. Let's see. How's that? That's acceptable. And I feel it feels so good to be enjoying CS2 on the same level as CS1, right? And the mods are barely even started and it's already like this. I mean, it's super awesome. I think this is too much. When I look at all of these row houses, I think they are too much. They are definitely too much. So what I'll do is I'm going to get rid of you. You are too much. I'm going to put a regular house here. Oh yeah. I don't like how all of these are just there like that. It's not vibing with me. So let's remove that. Let's put, instead, let me put, I think these are fine. Can get rid of this. Oh yes. Fave. Okay, cool. I think this is acceptable. No, I'm not happy. I'm not happy with the look. And when I'm not happy with the look, I'm gonna get rid of things and we're gonna keep putting different things until we get a look that I am happy with. As much as I want to use these row houses, I think for the type of town I'm trying to build here, they are too big. So they're dominating too much of the skyline, which I don't want. I'm going out for dinner. I'll catch you later, Sanctum. Cool, Dreadnought. Enjoy. So even this, let's remove you. And I think I'll replace this with a 3x3 commercial. Let's do that. Currently, Coral Reaches is in my top 5 for CS2 series. You are easily one of my favorite city builders. Moose, you just so kind, showering me with compliments. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Whoop. You have look at Floundier. You have look at signature building. Are you asking if I've looked at the signature buildings? Because if I have, I don't think I want to put one in this town though, if that's what you mean. I think it's a waste putting a signature building in this town. I think it's a waste, but you know, that's my opinion. It's the only reason why I'm not putting any here. Riri, didn't realize Riri was in the chat. Hope you're good, Riri. Okay, I think this height is a little bit better. And then from this point on, it's just going to be mid density with quite a bit of farmland surrounding the whole space. How you doing, Riri? Hope you're good. Hope you're keeping well. Let's get in some of these. I think with how this is, we can put one of you here. Oh no, I can't put one of you here because you look really wonky when you are there alone. So I can't put one of you here. I think that these are too long. I think that's the problem with these ones. So let's do the small North American ones. I think that's the issue with these ones. And then they also don't line up nicely. So let me remove you as well and put 2x2. Okay. Doing great, thanks. And you, if that is referring to me, I am doing well. Thank you very much, Riri. I cannot complain. Let's put 2x2s along here, not the same building. I can't repeat. You know what? I can't put anything here because it will look too weird with the land. So instead, I will sort of buffer this zone a little bit. We get some trees in the back over here. What could be in this little corner here that will look a little bit decent? That could be just a massive parking space, or it could be a park. Maybe a park thing might help hide things here a bit. Let's see what that looks like. I mean, it's a dangerous place for a park, but it's fine. It breaks the monotony of just buildings everywhere. So I think that is good. I think that is all right. And over on this side, what we can do is we can just put down some benches and stuff. I think that works. I think I can just put some benches under the trees. And then I can go ahead, grab this and create a way into what will essentially be a nice park area. Like so. And then we can do a swing for the kiddywinkles. It's always nice to have something for the kiddywinkles, because then they're happy with you. And when the kiddywinkles are happy, anybody who has kiddywinkles knows that you are a happy parent too, because there will be peace and harmony in the house. That's all we ever want. It's peace and harmony. Okay, I'm gonna manually place some of these. That's boring. Let me not manually place some of these. Let me allow them to actually grow with the zone. I think that will be... No, that house is too nice. Ooh, that gives me an idea. We can go and build a nice house somewhere. You can sit there. You can sit... I think I've got room for a 3x2 here. The zone might not like it, but I think we got room for a 3x2 there. Yep, perfect. And I think we can do another 3x2 here as well. I don't know if this is too big or not. Oh, Riri. Thank you. Because you know what? I don't even have... Where is it? I don't even have autosave on, because I disable autosave every time when I'm recording cinematics, or when I remember, because that thing can mess up your cinematic footage. So thank you for the saved. Name that building Canadian Embassy. Which building? Oh, I hope you're not referring to this one, Moose. Is this the one you're referring to? Yes. I was just getting ready to delete this building, but now, okay, you know what? It is what it is. That building stays. Canadian Embassy. There we go. Oh gosh, you know what? We need to figure out a way to make it work. Let's see. Because wow, that looks funky. Can you please explain to me why it must be named Canadian Embassy? I want to know what funky things have happened where that this should be named Canadian Embassy. Canada has fallen on tough times. Canada is making the mark and coral reaches. That they are. That they sure are. Okay, at least something. At least something. It's still ugly. Ah, Moose. I was really getting ready to delete this building. And then you go and name that building. Okay. Well, it is what it is. I don't know. Can I fit another one here? I don't think I can fit it. I don't want to fit another one here, actually. Let me not say I can't. I don't want to. It will be something else altogether. So instead, what we'll do is we'll reclaim a bit of land here and put some beach property homes over there. I think that should be cool. So let's do this area. And then down here, we can just give you... Okay, cool. That works. I'm happy with that. Because I can hide most of this stuff with trees, which I think is cool. We can hide most of this with trees. And that should be okay. I'm thinking maybe this area can be mostly homes, and then this area can be just farmlands that extend out just a little bit, and here probably also farmlands. Maybe I can actually put a proper farm that will bring something in, like let's do a carrot farm. Let's do a carrot farm. How is this? How do you... I think I would like to put something... We'll put something here. So let me do this. Let me do this so that we can have a carrot farm. Oh, this is not 90 degrees. All right, let's turn that off. So that we can follow the bend of the road nicely. SG, will you be going to Finland? I will be going to Finland, Renee. Riri. I will be going to Finland. Are you saying something? Are you going to be going to Finland? I'm so hecking excited to meet you. No pressure. Oh my gosh. Awesome. Does that mean you're going to be there as well, Riri? Nice. Oh my gosh, it's going to be so weird meeting all these people. Somebody was asking on one of the group chats. I'm not going, no. Oh gosh, no man. Somebody was asking on our chats, like it was going to be so weird when we get there. Are we going to be using our real names or are you our aliases? It's just gonna be the weirdest thing. Let's put those there. Ooh, what in the world is this? Oh, Anarchy. Oh, I had never clicked that button before. Like, never clicked that button before. Ah, there's this tree. This is the tree I've been looking for. When we get there, I'm going to look for the closest computer that has CS2 installed. Nice. Hey, you got a trip through the Colossal Order offices on the Thursday, so it's bound to be plenty of computers there with Cities too. Someone better be doing a live stream from there with everyone on a single stream. Won't that be cool? Somebody was saying to me that I should vlog my trip. Something that I'm considering, but I don't know if, because it doesn't align with stuff in my channel, I don't know if people would be interested in such a thing. I'm actually very curious.
Greetings and salutations.
Oh yeah, welcome Four-Eyed Wizard. I would like to know where the other two eyes are. I really would. Welcome to the stream. Thank you so much for the follow. Really appreciate it. Yeah, I'm so excited for Thursday. Yeah. See, Moose, you have done phone stream. Moose has Moose done that? Yes, vlog please. Okay. It would be cool, but I know some people probably don't want their faces out there, so privacy would be a big concern. That is very true, eh? That is very, very true. So the event itself is NDA, so we can't live stream that. Okay. So if anything, at best, it's a vlog kind of taking out everything that is NDA'd and getting permission from everybody that features in your footage that they're happy being shown. If not, you've got some work to do to edit out all those faces, or at the very least blur them out. What in the world is this? Why does this look so weird? Oh, I think the shadows are doing funky things over there in that corner. Okay, so that's a big farm on the outskirts. That works. And then I think over here we'll put a few custom made farms. I think that should be cool. Let's just put a few custom made farms. Let's do a dirt road here and a dirt road there. I've done in real life. Okay. Yes. It's a blast. So many rules. I'm sure it's what you meant to say. I mean, like, it'd be nice if all streamers and those who are already in public to do a thing would be super awesome. Yeah. Hey, come to think about it, about the whole privacy thing. Remember what's this thing? Why do I get a feeling this road is actually not straight? It's not straight. Remember the Berlin trip a couple of years ago? A lot of those people had their faces on the live streams. Pirate Whale. Well, that's a dope name. Welcome to the stream, Pirate Whale. Thank you so much for the follow. Love it, love it, love it. For me, I am personally using this time to stay off socials and off Twitch, kind of like a proper vacation digital detox. So I won't be doing anything. I definitely will not be doing anything, but I mean, afterwards, you know, nothing wrong with doing something afterwards, which I believe is what Riri is asking for. Or was it Renee? I don't even know. Who asked for it? Somebody. Okay, let's do some farm building, shall we? Oh, let's do some farm buildings. I do wonder if it wouldn't be beneficial to have... Nah, let's do some farm building, shall we? We're gonna do some grasslands. Let's click that. So I want... Oh, okay, you're laughing. Let's do some grassland first, across like so. But I must leave some space between it and the road. And then join it there. Right farmland, wrong farmland. That's fine. Then we can do... I know one of these has got nice thingamabobs, but instead of that, what we'll do is this. Because I think this helps add a lot of texture to things. Are you well spaced? No, you're not well spaced. Let's say put you on 2. Hey Q, this is where we mismove it, eh? Where I can just copy and paste all of this. Because now I have to sit here and do these things. Just want to copy and paste. That's all I want to do. And because this is not a YouTube video where all of this is going to be sped up, you all get to sit and enjoy this with me as we've just draw lines of bush. Just lines of bush. And let's grab another line. Okay. Am I going too far? No, I'm not. Maybe 1 or 2 more lines. And another one over here. Okay, that works. I wonder, hey, you know what? I'm always looking for new ways to create interesting looking things. Can we use this bed as a thing? I wonder. Let's see. It's fine if it's 89. Yeah, okay, I think that works. I think that works. The whole area has been mulched. It's been mulched. That's why it looks like that. Okay, what can I want to put something different here, but first let's just create a small little tree buffer zone. In fact, you know what? I'm going to make this entire area a nice big tree buffer zone just to add some variety to the whole space. I think that works. And then instead of a road, we could make this place. Let's see what it looks like if I use the texture. Okay, I think that also works. Do we have tractors? Yeah. Come on, I know we've got tractors somewhere. Yes, we do have tractors somewhere. There we go. We can plonk one there. And what is this? Planter. I think a planter works. We can have a planter. And what else do we have? We've got a trailer. Always nice to have a trailer in a corner there somewhere. Now I know we've got some decent decals. I don't think any of them are like... But I mean, we can try and cover up some things and it should be okay. OMG, you are so damn good at detailing. Thanks, Moose. First time chatter, the informer. The informer. It's always nice when somebody comes out of lurk and starts a chat. How are you doing, the informer? Yo, yo, yo. We are all about to get informed. Indeed. Indeed. Or are we being infiltrated for info? That is the question. You know, an informer, you never know. You never know whether they are on your side or not. Hey, one never knows. So which one are you, informer? Are you friend or foe? And then let's do this over on this side. Let's plonk this over there. And then for this space in between, we're going to grab a fence. And we're just going to put a fence right here. No, that's too, I don't know, industrial. So maybe we use one of this. How's that? Why are you here? Oh, that's why. I think that looks good. I think that looks good. As you're driving past, got trees, and then it opens up, you get to see and you continue. And I love the fact that the landscape isn't flat. I think that adds so much more to it. All right, let's get, in fact, I think this will be a good time to put a fence along this side, and let's just stop it there. It's fine. And let's snap, grab that, and let's send you up to there. And there's a space to get in. Cool. That's so good, House. Thank you. The question now is, what do you do with the space? Maybe the space is actually just left. That's an idea. Well, time for me to go to work. Hey, it's Jack Russell. I always forget about these, your late night things. But all the best. All the best. Good luck. Hope to catch you in the next stream. Take it easy. And let's connect that up. And you know what? Let's just do... Hey, people are coming out of lurk today. Another first time chatter. Cheers, nice to see you live. I enjoyed your videos on YT as well. Thanks for your creativity. Salvador, thank you so much. I really appreciate those kind words, and thank you for dropping by to say what's up. It's always nice. I very, very much appreciate it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I hope the live is not... it's not disappointing. Whew. You know these things when you always have a perception of something or someone, and the real life is never what it is. Let's get some... I said I want to put something in this corner. I don't know what yet, but I want to definitely put something in this corner. Okay, so I've got a house here. I can definitely put... what could I put here? Let's put... You know what? I like the big cluster of trees. I think that's really, really adds to a place. Have a great rest of your day. To Jack Russell. The lives are hecking amazing. Moose, you gonna make me blush. You gonna make me blush with your kind words. I wanna get. Like, let's have a look. Yeah, autosave is alive. Okay, you know what? We can actually buffer this big farm from here, right? then I think let me make use of. No, it's absolutely not boring. No. Now I can follow your thoughts about what you are making. Well then, thank you so much. I appreciate it. I think this is the sand that I want. I think this is the nice one, right? Yeah, this is the nicest one. Okay, so let's grab this one. And I think if I can get it in at a bit of an angle, it'll help add some life to everything. It's gonna look weird if I send it all the way to there, so maybe just a little bit further, and then we can bring it out all the way over here, all the way over there. And in fact, if I join it up to the house, it's fine because I can still hide a lot of it with trees, so that's good. How's that? What does that look like from afar? I think from afar that looks pretty decent. I think that looks pretty decent from afar. So we can then over here, I'm gonna just put, no, let's put the what's this thing? The farmland. I think the farmlands will look better over here. Where is the farmland? I never know where this thing is. Where's the farmland? Where's the farmland? The farmland texture. I swear I saw it just a while ago. You know what? Picker. Will the picker help me find it? Oh, it only does assets. It doesn't do zones. Do you have a recommendation for crash barriers for roads like the ones on highways? I think this is a asset everybody needs but not missed yet. Hang on, I think I've used something like that here. I don't know if this is what you're referring to. Are you referring to this? Because this I think could work, maybe. Sell for door. You think this would work for your needs? I can't remember what it's called. Concrete barrier. There we go. So if you search for concrete barrier, there's a bunch of them actually. So you got like 4 different ones to choose from. Maybe these will. Oh, you've actually got 3 to choose from. That last one is a randomizer. Maybe that can help you. What is this? Oh, it's a tractor. Like rail guard assets in CS1. Oh, I don't think there's rail guards yet. Oh, you do random colors. Yes, that's nice. I like that look. Yes, I definitely like to mix them up. There isn't, but even though there's no rail guards, what you can do is that if you have the, what's it called? It's the road tools mod, whatever it's called. If you have that mod, when you build a road like this, you can go ahead and use it to convert the side to a key. Then it leads to this sort of rail guard type thing being generated, which I think works very well because you can see I use it on all of the roads and it makes the whole place look like it's got barriers around it. So it covers up the sides, everything. And if you don't convert it to a key, it's just regular, but convert it to a key and then it looks like that. It should be easy to import a 3D asset. Should be easy. I don't know if the asset creator allows you to import stuff yet. I don't know. Q, do you know? I know nothing about the asset creator, unfortunately. Where are we building? We are what am I looking at? Oh, this is breakwater. Okay, so we are building here. What was I doing? I was here. And why can't you know what, it's fine. What we'll actually do, in fact, I think that break was useful because I think I want to leave this place open. not everywhere needs to have things filled out. So let's go ahead and bring in one of my favorite trees, even though you're looking really funky. Let's put you this way. There we go. And then I think you're also a decent tree. You grab the big one, go all the way across, grab another big one, and then fill out that space. A friend of mine said about the new road builder mod. Yes, but how about rail guards? I was mind blowing. The rail guards really are good. And like I said, look, self-door for me, because I can do this. I've got this road, right? All I have to do is pull up my road tools, go to key, and convert it to a key. And once I do that, well, okay, it usually doesn't glitch like this, but I can easily get something that looks like rail guards, just like that. And this for me works. And that's why I'm not too fussy, because I can easily get rail guards like that. So that's an option for you, at least as an interim measure, until we have custom rail guard assets and things like that. Consider doing that for rail guards. I think this are too close. Ooh. Thanks for this tip. Sure. That is my pleasure. And over on this side, we can just bring that in, plonk some nice big ones over here. And I think for the side that is by the road, I definitely want the entire area closed off. But then once you come into a place like this, we can just grab a fence and just put like a fence here. So this is something that I like to do. It's something I've been doing since City Skylines 1 days, and that is to build but then leave little gaps where you plonk like a fence. And I think that just adds so much more realism, because the trees don't necessarily cover every single corner of every single house. Do you ever get trees stacking on top of each other with Anarchy, or is it that another option I haven't toggled? It's another option. So if you look in the option in the tree here, you've got this option right here. Snap to the surface of an object. If I have this turned on, I'm going to be stacking up trees, and they're just going to keep stacking. See that? So disable that one, and the trees stop stacking. Frankie Mon, hope that helps. There's so many of these options. So this option is really, really useful. So if I turn this on, then obviously I can go and put a tree on top of a building, but I mean, that's not what I want to do. But what I can then do is, in places like, I don't know, maybe here, this is what allows you to easily place the graffiti assets. Because then, where is it? Turn that off, you have the snap on, and then you can place nice graffiti on buildings. So this is where this is very, very useful. Very, very useful for this. It's the only time I have that option turned on. Otherwise, the option is off, because I do not want stacking trees. So I hope that helps. Oh wait, I was busy with something else. Ugh. Over here. All right, so over on this side, so in Cities 1 we had decals that we could use to create things like this. In the absence of decals, I am happily using this to achieve these sort of like patchy area looks, and I think it works quite well. In fact, I actually think this works better than what's this thing, the decals, because you can like control it exactly the way you want, which I find very, very nice. Like so. I find this super awesome. Ooh, turn that off. I think I want, let's do, oh, keep you straight upright. So we can put just a few trees around that house. And I can go ahead now and I like, so this guy, they've closed themselves off completely. So I'm gonna leave them to keep themselves completely closed off. Have your fully up fence. And there we go. And then for a place like here, I can just go ahead and put this fence over on the side. That's 90. And lastly, I think I can go ahead and snap to you. There we go, thank you. And I can go into the corner there. Alrighty, everybody, we've got some farmlands in here, which is pretty cool. I love the way farmlands look. When do we get another detailing masterclass? I've watched the old one you did for Paradox so many times, but I want to know your thoughts while building city blocks and how to fill dead areas like between highways and residential areas, for example. What, like you want me to talk through it? So things like what I do I'm guessing what I do in my builds are time lapsed, right? So you don't get to follow along as closely. Okay. I mean, if yeah, but you see that detailing masterclass, if you want to call it that, allowed me to use mods. And so far, well, up until this point, all videos worked with Paradox have not required mods. Well, they didn't have mods active at the time, so we're not allowed to use mods. So now that mods are a thing, maybe we can do something with Paradox again, and I can put out something through Paradox. Because it's always nice to work with Paradox and do these sort of things. So I shall remember that and keep that in mind. How's that commercial shop right here? Oh, I think that's okay. I think that works. Is that a commercial? I think that's a commercial building. Let's get some houses here. And I think I can get a house here. Yeah. And nobody will be any the wiser. Let's get more in, and then I can make it a, oh man, I would have loved to make this a by 3 so that I can break up the monotony. But if I make this a 3, then okay, you know what, it's fine. Let's make that a 3, and then we can just fill this place with some trees, which should be fine. Yeah, so make that a 2. We make this a 2. We make this a 2. No, different 2. So let's mix up EU and mix up North American. So anytime I have to do repeating 2x2s and stuff, I try and mix it up with other. I try and mix up the zone types, because then that really helps break seeing the same buildings over and over, unless of course that is a look I'm going for. They push so hard on community pre-launch with dev diaries, etc. Would be good if they could keep making relevant content with creators. So they were doing that, by the way. I don't know if you've noticed is, so they do that. The reason why I think that has stopped right now is because their focus is to try and fix the game. So I think because they shifted so much of their focus to fix the game, it put a pause on the work that they're doing with the creators. And I think that's the only reason why you're not seeing so many of the creator stuff. But I don't doubt that they will be back soon. Oh no, that is ugly. That is ugly. Okay, let's do that. And if I do that, how do you look? Okay, no, that's fine. That I can accept that. Then whilst I'm accepting that, let's go ahead and put that. I will put that, and over here I can put a 3x2 residential over on the side, but I will turn that off and line that up with the street this way. And I think that works. Yes, I love things like this, because things like this are the stuff that make the game a little more make the neighborhood a little bit more believable, at least in my opinion. Alrighty, I need to lock all of these at some point, but actually it's not so bad if these ones upgrade. It's not like the shops and stuff that become completely different buildings. They get bigger, they get taller. Let's get you there. I think for this I can break the grid a little bit here. I think I can break the grid a little bit there and then connect it up. Connect that up like so. I don't get why sometimes the trees get deleted and other times they don't. It makes no sense to me. When Anarchy is active, sometimes the trees are deleted, other times they are not. And I just look at it, I'm like, but why? All right. Our town is coming along, my peeps. Coming along very nicely. I wonder if I should just fill this place with houses as well. Me is not sure. Hey, hang on a second. I want to check something. If I turn this building off, will it stop complaining? No, it doesn't stop complaining. It's still complaining. Boo! Houses and a petrol station at the entrance of the town. Petrol station. Thanks for that reminder. Maybe that is what I need to put here. Ha! Thank you, thank you, thank you. Do we have a petrol station that could be maybe a 5 by something size? Because that would really be nice. I think that would be a commercial, right? Is there any petrol station in the 5 sizes? It doesn't look like it. Okay. In the 4 sizes, yes, we've got. So for the 4 sizes, we've got a petrol station. It doesn't register the highway as a connection point. So let's do it. Oh man, I wish it was bigger. Let's do. Are you aligned nicely? Not 100%. Oh man, just when I thought I got it aligned. No, come on. Okay, it's fine. No, it's not fine. There we go. That's better. Okay, so let's put this one here. Actually, let me shift it out a little bit more to the side. So we have a petrol station. I'm going to get rid of some of these, and we are going to get some parking in place around here. What's nice about the parking is that it's going to give this place a little bit of life, which is always nice. Parking always gives the place a little bit of life. Let's put you there. I'll put that on there. Now, if I could, you know what I wish I could do? I wish I could. Oh, you know what? We can. So we can keep up. We can keep up the parking. And the way I don't like it when I'm not able to align things properly. Let's get rid of you and we'll come back to you guys and sort you out. How are we doing here? So the landscape here is very, very wonky. Okay, it's not very, very wonky. Ooh, let's shrink you. It's not very, very wonky, but it's not ideal either. So that's kind of a bummer. But it's fine. It's not the end of the world. Let me grab this. I kind of wonder if I make it, if we do this, if we send it all the way out, right, and I bring it all the way back in. Hey, you know what, Frankimon, you know who might know your brother actually? It would be my brother. Because my brother was at Rhodes in 2001. So that means that they might have been in the same first year class. That's somebody that might know your brother. They would definitely have been in the same year. I'll ask him if he remembers somebody with the name, by the name of your brother. And I'll let you know in the next stream. Because that would be... Ooh, that would be insane. Just get it to line up nicely. Does his name start with a P? No, it starts with a W. Let's put that there. And then, you know what? Can we do lines? I know we've got these lines here, but I never feel comfortable drawing these lines because I'm like, they just never look like what you expect. How do you look? Okay, so you good. Can I delete you? No, I can't delete you. B-E-A-U. What? Okay, there it is. Ah. Mr. Harris, how you doing? How you doing? I hope you are good. Hope you're well. Hope you're keeping safe, warm, cool, calm, collected. You know, all of those funkadelic stuff. Ah, perfect. It lined up perfectly. Where are you going? Oh, he can access the parking. That is amazing. It sure it sure took its time. That it did. I think because it hadn't been used in a while, that probably hadn't unloaded from my computer. I have no idea. I'm just trying to make sense of it. Mr. Harris, thank you so much for joining. Truly awesome. Let's connect that on up. Enjoying my free day. Keeping cool with some Sunkist. What's Sunkist? I don't know what Sunkist is. What's Sunkist? Please educate me. I wish to be educated. I love learning new things. Actually, let me do Let me do it to here, and then I'll do it to here. I shall do it all the way to there. Actually, it's fine. And then join it up. Oh, gosh, I hate it when that happens. Like, I hate it when that happens all the time because I forget to select the right thing. I assume that what I had selected before is still selected, but it's not. It's so annoying. It's a California-made soda that actually has real orange juice in it. Oh, nice. Nice, nice, nice. Renee, take it easy. Thank you so much for joining. Really, really appreciate it. And wait, hang on. I'm assuming you're saying cheers as in you are leaving, or are you saying cheers to the to the sun-kissed? I don't know which is which. Let's get you to just connect up to there. That's fine. Okay. And then we'll get you. I'm having an A&W root beer. Things that exist in other countries that don't exist here. Okay. Okay, so I'm trying to see if we can at least build something that looks decent, but I feel like I'm failing. I feel like I'm failing because of those wonky things over here. But anyways, you know what? That's how it is. So I will go ahead and build. We'll go ahead and build. This isn't straight. This is not straight. Yeah, I knew that was not straight. So let's try and straighten it. Then let's move it back. There we go. That's better. You know what? We can let it actually go all the way around the back. And then we can connect it up over on this side. So you have a different route in and out. I think that might work. I think this might work. And then the entry point can be over here. Let's give you a little space. Like so. A little space like so. And then I can bring this to join up to here. And then let's take this all the way back around. Oh, I did it again. You know what? It actually might not be so bad. It actually might not be so bad. Maybe I'm just being a bit too hard on myself. It's actually not so bad. I think it works. So we shall leave it. But this was meant to be a concrete, not sand. I'm not entirely sure I like the sand, I'll be honest. What we need is a surface replacer mod. Look at us ungrateful people. Every single time we need a new mod. We need a new mod. So ungrateful. And then we can go ahead and put a road all the way through to go and connect up everything so people can actually drive through over here, which is what? Oh man, which is what we want. And that's what we would want. And I want to grab some of these decals. And we're going to dirty out this place a little bit. Just so that it looks like people actually use it. Yeah, okay. Okay. At least this way, the whole place does not look too boring. It looks like there is activity, and I am happy. Getting these to show up is just, it's tricky. Okay, we've done something. We've done something. And then over on this side, I think I can go ahead and just use a fence. I think a basic fence should do the trick. Let's turn that off. Just a basic fence. I think I can turn the snap on here so that it snaps nicely. Okay. I do wish I could control the speed of the cars on roads. I think there's a mod for that now. Hey, yes, there is. I've actually seen it. So maybe it's time I invest in some more mods. I don't know if I want to though. I really am enjoying the fact that I can get in and out of my game in just a few minutes. But I'm sure the more mods I get, the less likely I am to do that. And then we can just dump a giant tree there. Alright, Frankie Mon. We've got a petrol station in. At least we've got one petrol station in for the town, which is good. I wonder if, let's see what that will look like. I'm thinking in my mind that I want to try and build like some farms in this space. Let's drop this to 2. So let me put that here. That's too high. Over in this space. We're back to drawing rows of bushes, people. And unfortunately, because we do not have the full complement of move it yet, I can't just copy and paste. So everybody's gotta be patient with me. I find mixing farms into like the residential areas like this really does add to the whole look. And what I'm trying to do is to make it look like somebody maybe bought out quite a bit of land here and now they are farming this entire space. And you know, there might have been a house here at some point. And since they bought that house, they've extended it into, or they extended their farm into that space. Okay. And then I can go ahead and try and fill. Oh, wow. That's, I was going to say that's perfect, but no, that will not work. Ah, no, that's so sad. I'll need to figure out how I make this work. Huh. The land is so steep here. You know what I could do is, instead of putting any farms at all, this whole area could just be farms. It's an option. It's an option. Let's see. Maybe this whole area can be farms. Let's see what it will look like. Howdy, RLJ Select. How you doing? How you doing? There's some assets you can put. There are some assets. What assets are? What kind of assets? Folaundier? Give me some recommendations. You're doing well, RLJ Slick. Glad to hear it. Super glad to hear it. I'm waiting on you for some recommendations. Folaundier. Man, I wish I knew how to pronounce your name properly, so that I can stop butchering it the way I probably am. For what it's worth, I'm not doing it on purpose, so I do apologize. Look at the jumping traffic lights. Okay, so maybe this is not so bad. I'm not so bad once you get to know me. How is that going to look? Yeah, that works. And then you know what I can actually do is that I can go ahead and grab the land here. I can go ahead and grab the land here. We can then do that, and then I can put some decently sized houses along this side, right? We can put decently sized houses along the side. In fact, I can even put one of you, and then with that done, I can go back to you. Let's lower that to low, and then we can go ahead and just make some things happen. We can then make some things happen. Make the things to happen. Make the things to happen. Okay, you know what I'm supposed to be going. All right, cool. There we go. So now we can make some things happen around here. This place is going to be a little bit funky, but it's fine. I think the trees can cover this area up quite okay. It's not the train smash. We can put one or two in between. I think we can fit something in here. As I look at it, I think we can fit something in here. Maybe a 3x2. Let's see. If we can't fit anything in here, then we can. We're not going to. So we're not fitting a 3x2 in here, but we can fit a 2x2. The problem is I don't know if a 2x2 will be big enough, or if it will be too small, or if it will just. Oh no! It can't be one of these because of the fence. So because all these assets have fences, they look very grady and blocky, which basically makes placing them in places like this nearly impossible without it looking so obvious. Ugh. So it would have been nice if I had assets that didn't have fences on them, but unfortunately I do not. So let's get rid of you. How's the land here? It's also sloping. Yeah, it's also sloping quite a bit. Okay, so I've got this option here, so I can do a 2 here. I can use a different thing on my bob, and can I put a 2x3 here? Let's see if we can get a 2x3 that I can fit right here, over here. Okay, so I don't want something that has a fence on that side. Maybe you, because your fence ends early. So if I put that there, meh. Let's see, can we modify your thingamabob? I think we should be able to. Oh no, man, really? Oh, okay, that's that one. Yeah, I think we can modify this so that works. You as well, we can bring you out, and I can bring you here. I can bring you also here. Cool. So we have that. I can go ahead then and find a 2x2, because if I find a 2x2, I can place one. I can place it here. I think let's let it face the side. So we let it face the side, and we grab another one. So this is a fully developed 2x2 building, and then I'm not going to fill out all of this space because we've got farms there, so I can just fill out this area just to hide the ugliness with trees, and maybe even along this side a little bit. Although I do think I can put some trees up there. I think let me leave it, and then we can just have that. And what I can do is, I think one of these surfaces, you know what, let's do, actually let me create a shortcut path through this area for these residents. I think this might be useful. So at least there's a quick way to get across. You don't have to follow the road all the way. Oh, this is so hard to see. Join you up to there, and with you it's straightforward, and we can also join you up to there. All right, Now I think I should be able to just add a few more trees, and the place is almost all but done. We can put some along here just to complete this area. So I see over here these trees are very dominant. So if I'm very dominant to these trees over here, I want to try and continue the look and feel so that it does not seem so abrupt. Is there an option to find it? Oh, is there an option in Find It to randomize assets? It existed in CS1 mode, just something to randomly select a house, for example. Not that I know of, hey? If there is, I haven't seen it, because I would expect it. Oh, what is this? Miscellaneous buildings. Okay, so these are just categories. So unfortunately, I don't know of any. If there is, I don't know about it, unfortunately. So I see how this place is. This is very hard to build because everything is just sloping down. And I don't want to terraform. I want to try and keep a natural look. Can I get a bigger one in here? Maybe like that. Okay, that works. And can I get another one in over here? Ooh, no, that's too big. Well, not too big actually. That just, there we go. So that one does not mess up with the houses that badly. So that's nice. You as well, you don't need to worry. And then you as well, you don't need to worry. I can no, I'll have to grab the land and bring it out if I want this to work. And then I can kind of try and smoothen it out. And that should hopefully help hide a little bit of the ugliness. Just a little bit. And then I can grab this tree because it is the dominant one in this area. But I think I'm going to change it to the oak. And this is okay because in my mind, these people are more towards the outskirts of the actual city and therefore, or not city, town, and therefore they are able to afford bigger plots of land because, you know, nobody really cares about the land out in this part of the world. It's too far from the town center, even though for the size of this town that we're building, it's just a stone throw away. But we gotta use our creative juices, peeps. We gotta use our creative juices and use the tools that I've got. I just want to use the tools that I've got. So people actually hang out there. At least that's the thinking, that's the plan. And then I can fill out places like this a little bit better. Okay. Our town is shaping up very nicely. Look at that. Shaping up very, very nicely. Over on this side, what I want to do is, or what we're gonna do is that we're gonna let's bring you in a little bit more. Oh, okay. Oh, this is the one that I actually wanted. And as it gets here, I think I'll just change it to dirt. I don't know how far that's gonna go, but we shall see. And also with this one, I can perhaps extend a little bit. Let's grab you and extend you out to meet that road. I can extend this out. And I think I can put this here. That's okay. And then what this place will be a subdivision of the land into something similar to this space. And then I think we should be good with our new town. So which means over here, actually, you know what? I can go ahead and make you a dirt road that then goes on to join over onto that side. And we are just short a tile. We are short a tile, my people. I can go and do this. And let's go and search. So we'll use 2x3. Let's use a 2x3 around this area. So I've got myself a nice 2x3 here, and I think I should be able to fit another one in here. Doesn't matter what the game tells me. Yes, I can fit another one in there. And now I need a 2x2. And I think I can fit that one there, and we can fit. Oh, this one is snapping to the middle. Oh, that's so sad. It's tight. Let me just plunk that and see what that looks like. Okay, that's fine. That is acceptable. That is acceptable. It's not a problem at all, at all, at all. And then I'll come back here, go 2x3, and then I'm going to plonk down a couple of 2x3s all in this area. Different types, different shapes, different sizes. All of that good stuff. Oh. Why is it, and why is it every time after I disable the snapping, the building is always facing up? It's just the weirdest thing. I don't know if it's a bug or what, but it faces up too much. Okay, and let's put that one over there. Cool. So we've got all of these houses. I think it will be good that this, you know what, actually this area can be a nice thick green corridor. I think this works. GD, welcome GD. Hope you're good, hope you're well. So I am really thinking perhaps we go ahead and we do this. And I can go ahead and zone a little something here. Are you ready? What am I ready for? What am I ready for, GD? Talk to me, talk to me. We are humming. Why are we humming?
Greetings and salutations.
Oh, we've got another one. Ciao, Marcos. Ish. I don't know if I have brutalized your name there. I think I can just go. I can just call you Marcos. I hope I can call you Marcos. Thank you so much for the follow. Really, really appreciate it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And then I'm gonna go back to it. I'm gonna continue with the 2x3. GD say sing this song. Oh god, I really need to remove that thing. Sing this song, at least one verse. But what song is it? No, but that's not how it works. You ask me to sing an answer to a song. I'm the one who gets to choose the song. What if I don't know the song? Then what do I do? If you need lyrics, use this one. That's not how it works. That is definitely not how it works. You're supposed to just ask me a question, and then I will answer the question with a song of my choice. I can't continue with this though, because I might get copyrighted. That's the problem. So my video might get hit with copyright, and that will not be good for me. So that's the problem with this. GD, do you have a list of the mods you use there? I have it in my YouTube video descriptions. So if you check out my YouTube video description, so my YouTube channel is obviously just Sanctum Gamer, and then select any of my recent videos, and you'll find all of my list of mods there, both mandatory and non-mandatory ones. So GD, I can't play the video, and that's a problem, because otherwise I will have issues. So I'm not chickening out. Ooh, that was an unintended pun. But if you want me to still be streaming in the coming weeks, you know. But what I will do for you, GD, is outside of this, I will go and, I don't know, play this song, listen to it, and then perhaps we can have me try and sing it at another time. How is that? Will that work for you, GD? Just so that I don't get a copyright strike against my name. All right, you love the idea. Cool. So that's what I shall do. All right, that's what I shall do. Let me go back and put that on. I don't think it has lyrics. It's a dance. Yeah, but it's a tune. So it's not about the lyrics. It's the tune that is playing. That's what these silly algorithms pick up. And that's the problem with it. And they're very, very pedantic about it, hey? Like the smallest thing, and you get told, you get flagged that you are a thingamabob, that you are pirating. Not pirating, man. You know what I mean. And I don't want to risk it. I know one too many people who have risked it, and yeah, used to be popular at weddings. Awful. I figured you would say something like that. GD would not give me a fun song. In fact, GD is not supposed to give a song. They're just supposed to ask a question. The song is my choice, but no, GD wants to break the rules. That's what he wants to do. Guys, I don't get what's going on here. Where is the... Oh, there we go. Ugh, man, I was about to lose my mind. Like, where is the farm decal? Oh, well, not decal. There are no decals here. Surface. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna send it slightly over, because I think it will look cool if it's slightly over. And then come across, go there, and then join it. Oh, jeebus, what in the world did I select? Oh, that's the forestry one. Huh. Okay. It'll work. Bum, 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 bum. Let's do let's put a 2x3 over there, and then I'm gonna put a 2x4 5. Press the 5. I'll put a 2x5 and over on the side. Let me get rid of the trees that I literally just put down. So we have some slight stuff here. I think this place is ripe for a commercial building. You can be a commercial. Why can I not put a thing here? Let's find a 2x4. If there's a 2x4 commercial, please be there. Oh, did I say 2x4? I mean 4x2. 4x2, and of course there isn't. Okay then, 2x4 it is. The banger song is on again. Oh, you like this one as well, eh? Yeah. Cities 2 soundtrack is dope. Dopeness. So the question now is, do I keep zoning? So maybe let's add a few more houses. That's the same. So let's swap. And let's go back. And I'll make you big actually. And then over here we do 2x3 right in the residential, and I'll find maybe one of these nice ones. Let's turn this on. Oh man, I can't turn that on because I don't know why the game doesn't align. Let's put that. Are you playing games today, Moose? Okay. Let's ask Moose. 2x2. And 2x2. Oh wow, it's actually over there. Let's put that here. And I think let me put one more. Oh no, it won't fit. Oh, that's such a sad case when it doesn't fit. And I'll put a tall one in the back there. Not today, but back tomorrow. Moose is in the house. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. And we can put one of these there, and I can just put one of you here, one of you there, one of you there. Let's grab this, put one of you there. You've got enough trees. There. Okay. So at least the town is a little bit alive. Okay. I'm thinking whether or not I want to put, let's see, let's do 2x3 first. So I can put 2x3 here, perhaps here as well. Then I can find a 4 and put it here, and maybe here as well, and then by 2, put a nice by 2 here. Yes, and so now we've got the nice houses that are all the way down here by the river, and these ones I will have to figure out at some point, probably in the future, when we have a few more assets. This area can be revisited with some detailing and stuff that includes maybe boats and the likes, just extending out into the river. So that's the plan, so we'll leave it for now. But over here I can certainly start trying to fill the space in, and I think we should be good. Let's do a by 3 over here and see what this looks like. Okay, and then I can do a 2 by 2, and I don't think I want it in the corner like that, so instead I will line it up with the road, and without clipping I will plonk it there. And then for places like here, we just put trees just to cover up all the ugliness that may or may not exist. There we go. Everybody, we are good. We're good. Let me just save this quickly. And whilst I save it, everybody, let me just grab myself a hot cup of cocoa, and I shall be right back. At least in the meantime, I can leave you with beautiful shots, or at least a beautiful view of the city, and I shall be back in I don't know, maybe 2 minutes. I am back. Okay. So I have once again got myself a nice big cup of cocoa. I'm a Capricorn. So apparently, you know, we are Capricorn people. Yeah. Donkey. Today you have workshopped, jogged, and studied. You would like to add drank to that list, but you are on the wagon. Sorry for you. I think by the time this cup of cocoa finishes, we will be finishing. Right now, oh, look at that. This like patch looks so empty from afar, which is so sad. It's so sad. Well, that's a bit of a bummer. I don't like that. And because I am purely a visual person, I am building everything for visual. I'm gonna put a big tree there. Oh, you know what I could do actually? I could also put a... Yo, excuse me. I could put a path through here. I could put a path right through here. And I mean, I don't expect it to get like a ton of use, but at least we might see a person or two walking through there. I don't know why this is here, but you going bye-bye. It's at times like this that I wish we had like an elementary school building that was about this size, so that we could put one in here. Because look at this. Just look at this. Gamer. Hello. Welcome. How you doing? This is such a cute little village. Small little town. I love the road and how it goes up and down. I don't like what's actually happening in this city here. I don't like the fact that all these buildings have upgraded and they just look like this big clunk of buildings there. I need to go and delete a lot of them, the whole lot actually, and then lock them. That looks like a nice place to live. Yeah, I agree. This looks like it will have such a nice chill life vibes, you know? Chilled life vibes. I think I can do something like this. Maybe come a little bit wider. Yeah, I think I can do something like this. We connect it all up via this area. Oh wow, I got it almost perfect. I can connect some of these together. Down there, over there, and then bring around to complete. Then of course, I don't necessarily want this place leading directly onto the farm, so I am going to do things like this, which I absolutely love doing because I think it looks good. It's the only reason why I do this, because I think it looks good, not because it is real or practical. Probably very unpractical to have so many trees by farmlands, because they will just cut off a lot of sun, especially so close to the plantation. But it looks good. bring you closer. And let's do that to you. And I can actually do this, because now we are going to make this work for us. We are going to make this really work for us now, because it's now that we're gonna start going nice and funky as we start to build out this entire area. So we're going to have clusters of green space, which I think are always a welcome, and things like this and places like this. You can actually fill it in with some of the smaller trees as well, just to get that density. And then you can toss in one or two of these trolleys just to add some variety. In fact, you can even toss in some of these for their evergreen effects, right? I think these also help. Autosave, thank you very much. Autosave has saved me a few times already during this, well, not this build, but whilst I'm recording and then the game just crashes on me. At least I don't go back like a gazillion hours or right to the beginning, which is nice. I did not used to be a believer in autosave, but now I am a 100% convert. I now swear by autosave. And just a little small, very small freeze of the game when autosave kicks in, it is worth it. And also, I've noticed that in the YouTube videos, it barely shows up. You actually don't see it because my footage is sped up so much. You don't see it, so it's fine. So all this time I had been resisting using the autosave for absolutely no reason, for something that I thought would affect my videos, but it does not even show up in the videos. So that's all good. Let's give you a little bit of let's give this a bit of life. In fact, I think after this I must go watch an episode of The Boys before I go to sleep. I am quite a fan of The Boys. For anybody who does not watch The Boys, if you are into superhero stuff, especially what happens when superheroes are not as good as you think, you should definitely watch The Boys. I don't know. I'm really considering putting a sort of houses down here, but I think that will be a future me problem. I'll leave that as a future me problem. I think there are too many of these trees, actually. When there are too many of these trees, I don't like the way they stand out. It's quite meh. So let's get rid of some of them. This is the problem. When I first started the series, I thought I was going to use these as my primary trees, but now I'm realizing that the oak is so much better as a primary tree, And this is the one that I'm starting to use more of. And then especially along the river, I like to put in the pine. Fortunately, the pine is also evergreen, so come the autumn time, that tree still sticks out nicely. Okay. Over on ooh. I think let me give this guy a farm that surrounds his entire farm, and we're gonna use this grass assets to do it. We'll use the grass all the way around, all the way around, and all the way around. Boom. Like so. That's cool. And I can then put just this around it. And I should be fine. We can put one or two of you in certain areas to make it look like something is happening. And then we are good. Cool. So we've got another nice farmland over here. What would I like to put here? I'm actually not sure. Why is my cup of cocoa just sitting there staring at me? I think I would have loved to put a little bit more housing. Let's put some housing here, because when I look at it, I think it would be good to have a little bit of housing density around here. Maybe even you over here. And then I will put these other ones manually so that I line them up this way instead of them being on the road. But I think I'll be better off first of all grabbing you and just bringing the land out so I don't have any issues. Even all the way out to over here, we'll just bring the land out. Let's bring the land out. Even here, actually. And then I can sort of do that, and that is okay. And then that is okay. Cool. Then let's go ahead and then plop some of these ones over to here. And what other ones do I have? I've got you as well, so you might work, but you too big. You too wide. Can I have a 2 here actually? Because I think if I have a 2x4 here, this might actually be better for me like that. There we go. I think that works. Could I maybe fit another one here? I think I might be able to. Can I get a 2x5? Can we get a 2x5? And will it fit? I think it will. Everybody? Boom. I think that is much better. That's much better. Now we've got something going on over on this side, which I very much like. I did not like the fact that this place looks so bland. Another thing is I think I would like to increase the ruggedness of the terrain around this area. Just so that it looks a kind of way. Because terrain, when done right, can really, really complement. And I think I can do just some basic smoothing in and around. And I should then be able to plonk down a bunch of trees. And I can get rid of some of these because, like I said, I don't think these are going to be my primary trees anymore. It's now going to be the oak. So if there are too many, they stand out too much, and so they can go. And if you wonder why I place my trees by hand, I often tend to do this because it really helps me control the density of everything. So unless I'm building like a large scale forest or something, I will more often than not place things by hand. I find it rather therapeutic, actually. I do find it rather therapeutic to do these sort of things by hand. And just like that, we have a nice dense area by the water. For this entire space. And I think I should be able to do one or two of these. Something I could try and find is the boulders. Because if I get the boulders and place just a couple of them just in and around these areas, plonk a whole bunch of them together in certain spaces. This can really add to the overall look of the place. Like, just look at that. Oh, look at that, everybody. I think that looks so good. I think that looks good. Cool. That looks good. Now to fill out this space, because this area I'm not 100% sure how I want to do it. I think because I don't want to make it, if I make the farmland too much like this, then maybe I can make the farmland like that on this side. And then leave the ones on the outer edges nice and big. Maybe that's an idea. Maybe that's an idea. Let's see. That is an idea. But if I'm gonna do that, I'll need to bring this out. The creative mind is trying to figure out what to do. Once I figure that out, let's roughen out. Let's roughen out the edges, shall we? Oh, wait, that's an idea. Ha! I love it when the mind actually works. So, since we're busy roughing out all of this, one of the things that really works very nicely with places like this, or at least when you're working out the terrain and you just need to fill space out. One of the things that works very nicely is if you can put like a hill, and this hill then now explains why the road has taken up the shape that it has taken. And so we get a small little hill over on this side, which is generally good. And then let's just blend it all in. And how's this? So if I get myself a nice beautiful hill here, a little mesa, or cells they're called mesas, mesa, whatever it is. I think this could very well turn out quite nicely. So let's get it to come out. Yeah, that's great. When the foliage is on that hill, it will look great. 100% agreed. And that's exactly where my mind is going. And then let's just make the whole area nice. Let's get the water to... Let the water also work for you, right? Let the water work for you. Let the landscape work for you. I think all of that, all of this is what makes, for me, this game, is to be able to do stuff like this. I love it, I love it, I love it. You can just soften the edges and everything quite a bit. Even those edges, and then I can bump you up and then soften over here. Oh, I think this side I'm going to go in a little bit more with that. And this will actually explain why this area hasn't been developed, right? Because this is basically like swampland almost. Okay. And I'm gonna get this one also going in a little bit more. And now let me grab you. Let's switch to you. Let's turn off you. And let's just put in some trees, shall we? I think this is a large enough forest that I can do this sort of placing. You know what, it's fine. Let's just keep all along nicely. Okay, and then I can have one or two of you in there. But this is the primary. All right, let's have a look. I mean, maybe decrease the trees a little bit. especially around some of these areas. Maybe decrease them just a bit so that you can see a little bit into the space. That might help. So a little bit more, and I think if this actually went up a little bit higher, it might be better. So let's get this to go just a little bit higher. Spread it all out. Ah, yes. I'm happy with that. I'm happy with that. So now we've got a nice little hill as well that is complementing this whole space, which is good. All right. And I don't think though that we have enough space for me to be able to build a proper farm here, do I? Ooh, I could have enough if I bring a road out. So if I put it like here, then I could do this. I mean, we could do this. We could do this. Bring it up to there. It's 90, and then we complete that. I think that works. I think that works. I think that works. And then I must stick down a bunch of trees just to block out this entire area. Do I want to keep this, by the way, a 2-lane highway all the way? Because this will be my only chance to change it. Well, but then again, I think I have enough to be able to upgrade it. Yeah, okay, I've got enough room to be able to upgrade it if need be. So we good. We good. All right, let me put, no, slightly smaller. That is obviously way too much. Bonk, bonk, bonk. How do you fit? I mean, it's very close to the highway, expressway, whatever you wanna call it. But I think that's decent. Yeah, that's okay. Let's convert you back to singles. And I think I can go ahead and just zone a small little house over on this side. And then let's turn our Anarchy back on, shall we? And then this person can have a little plot of land over here, and we just sort of close it all off and delete that, put that there, and then we can go ahead and do pong 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 pong. Don't ask me what that is. I don't know what all that pong 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 is. I just thought it was something I should be saying in that moment. And I think I can stick 1 or 2 of these in over here. And we are good. Okay. Whew, everybody, we've developed ourselves a small little town in today's stream. We need a name for this town before we go. Who's up for coming up with a name for the town, people? Come on, let's get a name for the town. Please, 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 please. I don't want to leave it without a name. A name will be very, very good. Waterworth. We've got a name. I am happy. I see it's a play on the name of the town that I grew up in. That's exactly what Frankie Mon is doing. It's a play on the name of the town I grew up in, and I will accept it. Reef Haven. Ooh, that's nice. Ooh, that's nice. That is actually nice. Oh, there's no reef here. Oh, but that's such a nice name. Huh. Okay. You know what I'm gonna do? This is going to be Reef Haven, and I'm going to change this to Waterworth. Because I like the fact that Frankie Monu came up so quickly with a name. I think that is worth being thingamabobbed, rewarded. We've got Queensley. Oh, Queensley. Queensley? Do I have a town that is not named yet? Ciao, are you out, Renee? If you are out, thank you so much. Take it easy. We shall catch you next one. Oh, we're gonna reserve Queensley Gamer for another town. I had hoped that I had a town that didn't have a name, but I don't. Oh, can I use it? Can I use it as a district? Because this place needs a new district. It's got a new district shaping up here. I was looking for a name for it in the last stream. Can I call this place Queensley? I think that might work. Are you happy with that? Let's get rid of that. Maybe? What does maybe mean? Do you want me to use it or not? It's up to you. If you don't want me to use it, just say, you can say so, and then I won't use it. Sure, that sounds better being a district, to be honest. Okay then. Cool. So then let's do that. We'll call this place Queensley. Let me pull this across. And I think Queensley will sit on this side of the avenue. So this will be the district of Queensley. All the way to this side, and then it can come in and we go there. Great. So we've got the district of Queensley. Where is it? Okay. Wait. Hang on a second. I see you giving me a pronunciation. So tell me something. Gamer, is it I'm gonna say two pronunciations. Tell me if it's any of them. If it's not, we'll try a different one. Number 1, is it Queensley? Or number 2, is it Queensley? Let me know which one, Queensley or Queensley. I want to make sure that I'm pronouncing it right. Okay, so this we can adjust. Actually, I can take this. Okay, I see. Okay, so I see the spelling, but am I pronouncing the spelling right? So which is the correct pronunciation of that spelling? Is it Queensley or Queensley? Because I feel like that spelling can be pronounced either way. Maybe this is the South African in me. So is it the first one or the second pronunciation? To be honest, just anyway. Okay. Because the fact that you gave me a pronunciation spelling, I assumed that meant the pronunciation that I was using was off. Okay, and I will take you to there. Boom. And we have the town of Reef Haven. Here we go. Actually, let's do it like that. Reef Haven. Sweet. We've built a new town in today's live stream, people. You know, the funny part is I had a whole bunch of other plans for this place for my next video. Completely forgot about my plans. And now I need to make another plan. But I am nothing if I am not a man with a plan. I am nothing if I am not a man with a plan. All right, everybody, let me save this. I think we are good for the day. Built a whole new town in just a little under 3.5 hours, which I think is pretty cool. I love the way this town looks. I like the single main road going into it and the single main road over here. How big is this town? So it's got a population of 123 households and a total of 297 people. There are obviously no services. It's got 50 or 50 employees. I'm guessing that's all the shops. It's a fairly wealthy little town, so that's good. They are happy about everything. How awesome is that? Do they get covered? Let's see. So let's turn on these overlays again. And are they covered with healthcare? They are. So I'm guessing this clinic is sufficient in reaching this place. This place needs a clinic. To be honest, how I come up with new town names is I go onto Google Maps, zoom into a random place I'm taking inspiration of, and combine 2 or 3 place names into one that sounds like a town. That is smart. That is smart. I ought to do that, actually. That is very smart. Because I struggle with names. struggle. So that I like that idea. I like that idea very, very much, and I think I might actually just employ it going forward. So thanks for the suggestion. I think I will definitely do that. No, that does not look nice. Isn't there like a pharmacy? Oh, this is the pharmacy. This is a tiny. This is supposed to be a small one. Okay, let's stick you here. Actually, so this town now has a clinic because it was the only one that was really red. Everything else is sort of green, so that's good. My average healthcare though, like no matter what I try, is not improving. It's not going past that 61%. Let me turn this off again. I took Chipley, Florida, and Quincy, Florida, and tried to combine it, and I came up with Queensley. Okay, or Queensley, Chipley. That's cool. I like that. That's a very, very, very nice strategy. I definitely like it. Okay, let me turn this back on. How are we doing? So education wise, of course, we are very much in the red for elementary schools. I don't know if we will ever catch up with elementary schools. I honestly don't think we ever will. And the sheer size of this thing is just, I can't put it in this town. It just will not make sense. It's too big of a building. So yeah, this town you're never going to get an elementary school, but at least now you have a clinic, so that's good. It hopefully should not have too many problems. It's not a very big population, 564, so it's quite tiny. I don't like the way these things are. Can I just fix some of these things? You know what? I want to fix this because I don't like it. I don't like it. Let me rather have it. I would rather have it shape itself around the entire town. The only problem is that this one looks weird because of the shape of the town itself. So it's kind of a bummer, but it is what it is. I feel like when I drew this, I was just lazy. It makes absolutely no sense why this thing is the way it is, because I really think I was just lazy. Anyways, alright, we've got all this silly traffic because of those foolish cars. I really think I must just upgrade these to... asymmetrical so that we can go past these cars that like to stop and go, stop and go, stop and go. They are so annoying because it's a very long road. Anyways, fire coverage. So that's the other thing I wanted to check. Okay, so fire coverage, I am good pretty much all around. So I'm guessing that fire station can reach here, but I also have the firehouse, the fire station over here that dispatches helicopters. I've got a firehouse here that dispatches cars or trucks, so we are good. Police, okay, I thought police this would be red, but it's not. So I'm guessing this is capable of reaching this way, which is also awesome. Excuse me, what I'm gonna do is very quickly I'm going to connect the main city over here with Shipley. So let's grab, let me just turn this thing off because wow, the screen is very white. We'll grab an EU bus stop sign, not EU bus stop sign. I'm actually going to grab the North American one because it provides shelter, I believe. Which would be the best place for the bus to stop? Maybe this becomes the bus stop, or maybe here. Nah, I think it makes more sense if it's here. I don't want that. I want, oh wait, hang on. EU bus shelter and North American bus shelter. What's the difference? Do they actually look different? The one is a flat roof, the other is a curved roof. Okay, let's plonk you right there. And then we'll put a route from you to, should I connect these two together? Like here to the city, then back here, and then there. Maybe let me do that, because when we build here, it's going to be, I think it's going to be cool when we build here. So you are coming in. Which way is it coming in? Coming from there. So maybe rather connect it up to the city first. In which case, which way does it come from? It comes from that side. So it's coming down. That's path. And this can be quite a nightmare road. I'm hoping I can make a planner with that so that you can get a different route in, but for now let's put it on this side, and then it can come along, connect to here, and then from here it can come all the way back to here. Boom. Cool. So that route is connected. Let's go into my bus lines and yes, bus. Did I not just connect a new bus line? I'm guessing this is it. Why am I not seeing the buses? The bus lines. Why are they all hidden? I think it's a bug. Because now they pop up. I think it's a bug. And this is Reef Haven. To city industrial. Okay, cool. So we've got that bus line now, because now if I click on this, okay, at least it's so visible. Oh, maybe I should do it like this: City Reef Haven Industrial. Oh no, this is meant to be the routes that are running within the main city. Okay, cool. So this is Reef Haven to the city to industrial. Springs to industrial. How many buses are on the route? Buses 18. No, that's too many. I don't believe this route is going to get that much use. So I'm going to decrease it down to 10. I can't do 10. Oh, it's increasing in increments of 2. So then 9 it will be. Keep it on 9. I'll monitor it. If I see traffic piling up, well, not traffic, but like people starting to pile up at the station, then I will consider increasing it. But it's not likely that I'm gonna see that, so I am not at all stressing myself. So nice, the big city you're working on. Thank you so much.
Greetings and salutations.
Oh yeah, Mad 2D. I don't know if I pronounced that right, but thank you so much for the follow. Really appreciate it. So one of the things that I was actually doing this off camera. Oh, I didn't save any of that work. Oh, because the game crashed on me. Oh, gosh. Anyways, I had been modifying this road because I was looking at it and I was thinking to myself that I want this to be one of my main routes. Yes, it properly crashed on me, so I want this to be one of my main roads. So I want it to actually be a little bit bigger than it currently is. So I had been doing this off camera where I was adjusting some of the lanes to be wider, bigger, and so on. And then the game disappeared and crashed on me. This is the problem. This one is just too close to just too close. Maybe I can put, let's see. I'm not a fan of the sound barriers. Like, look at how big this thing is. No, it's too big. Oh, another one. Wow. I don't know how to pronounce your name. I'm so sorry. Exhani or Zazani. I don't know how to pronounce your name, but I appreciate the follow. So thank you. I could convert this to I could convert both of these to that. Cool. Then at least that gives the place a little bit more life. All right. So there was another area. Yes, here. So let's convert this area to that. Okay. The bridge can stay 2, for cost saving purposes, so that's fine. And then I was thinking of converting this rather and having an on-ramp here, but I don't think it's worth it. Because when I look at it, if I'm here, you should be able to easily drive this way and be in the city. It doesn't make sense to get onto an off-ramp and come in here to go down there or down there. I don't think an on-ramp here adds value. Yeah, they're too big, the sound barriers. 100% agree. Here in New Zealand, trees are normally your sound barriers for the highways. Yep. It's also fairly the same this side here in South Africa as well. And that's why when I build my highways, I have trees basically being the things that I use as sound barriers, because that's what I also know to be used as sound barriers, natural, cheap sound barriers, right? The government basically spends almost no money except to plant the trees, and that's it. So over on this side, I thought I had wanted to make this a 3-laner, but that's because I was playing around with bringing an on-ramp here to join this, but I don't think that is necessary anymore, so I'll leave this the way it is. And everything is the way it should be, and then this road now is going to extend all the way and do its own thing, and this is probably what I'm going to focus on for my next YouTube video. So yeah, anyways, everybody, that's it. We are done. I think it's time for me to go and watch an episode of The Boys and probably fall asleep on the couch watching it, because I am so tired. Yeah, I like it. Awesome. Thanks, gamer. Then everybody, we done. I think we can leave it staring down at just this building. I don't like the way this area is. It looks too plain. This area looks too plain. Let's do this. Turn that off and then just... Yeah, there we go. That's it's a little bit better. At least now the place has some reason for living, for being here. Oh, did I not turn off Anarchy? Oh man, I hate it when I don't turn off Anarchy, because then you end up placing like 50 million trees without realizing it. There we go. And let's stick you also in there. And then we are all but good. Alrighty. Everybody, that is it. This was our beautiful little town that we built. I think it looks great. We've got a beautiful name for it. Thank you, Renee. Really appreciate it. And yeah, everybody, let us just take it easy. See you, SG. See you, Frankymon. Catch you in the next stream, hopefully. Gamer Z. I'm saying Gamer Z. I know it's Gamer NZ. But yeah, you get what I mean. Thank you so much for joining. Thank you for the active chatting. Really appreciate it, everybody. And I hope that in the next one, we can find something to probably return back to this town and continue the expansion as we sort of start merging these whole areas together. But I think for today, good progress. I am happy. I hope you are happy joining me as well. And I shall hopefully catch you all in the next one. Cheers, Gamer Z. Cheers, Frankymon. And cheers, everybody.
Greetings and salutations, friend. Welcome to the stream.